Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Ruta Ka. I am female coach, emotional well-being practitioner, trauma integration specialist, and holistic womb healing enthusiast. And I prepared a topic today to speak about online dating again. I've done one video 1 week before. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's in my feed. And I'm kind of just doing bit by bit, not very long videos, but kind of like a main rules which I have learned, which I found worked for me. So maybe it will work for you too, if that's what you're doing. So today's topic is online dating, the first contact. 7 rules on how to bring your online dating onto real life dating successfully. So rule number 1. It's okay to show your interest. So as a woman, we are the medium or the part of the energy that is receptive naturally more than the man. Man is the active energy. Women are the passive part of the energy, of the yin and yang. This is not to characterize all women. This is not to generalize, but I'm just talking from the energetical point of view. So, for example, what happens in real life when we want to show the man or the subject of our interest that we are interested? We give visual cues, we give energetic cues, we can smile, we can wink, we can, give a look, and like that we kind of communicate that we are interested in the guy. How do we do it online? Do we need to wait for somebody to notice us and say us hello? No, I don't think we need to do that. And especially some of the dating apps, they actually don't even allow guy to make the contact first. So give the cues, show your interest. So say hi, send a smile or something like that. That is absolutely fine. It does not disturb that balance of a feminine and masculine. It only shows that you are interested, because when we are online we lose all the part of a real life convenience where we can wink, where we can blink. I don't know if anybody's doing that still. We can smile, if someone we interested passing by, we can smile, we can look. But with online we can't really do that because we don't have this real life medium working for us. So short things like a hi, like a smile, like hello, like how are you, I think are perfectly fine. They just kind of like an opener. It's like you okay to enter, and especially considering that online dating is already the platform with the intention to date. So we can assume, it's not 100% true, but we can assume everybody on the platform are interested in dating. So that's rule number 1. Show the interest. Open up. Show that you are available. Show that hi, smile. And do that via whatever you can use, the emoticon or little phrase or little word. I think that's very helpful for the men to understand that, actually I can talk to her. Rule number 2, drop it and leave it. So rule number 2 is, once you showed, for example, of course, sometimes the guy can come in first and, he might say hi, hello, or something like that. But if it was you who kind of did this kind of like an opening, yes, please, you don't really need to take that initiative energy onto you. You drop that hi, you drop that hello, and then you leave it. You don't double, triple, quadruple text it. You don't do that. You just leave it, because then you already gave your cue. You already showed that you are open for this, and then you left it up to him. So it's important to do that at the very beginning, because if you continue to show and give initiative, that will create wrong balance. So drop it and leave it, and then it was your turn if you done the first step. After that is his turn. Don't kind of like go like this. Which brings me to the third rule. Yes, I have them all noted in my notebook. The third rule is do not over invest your energy. If you are, for example, you are writing like a paragraph and he's saying 2 words, and then you're writing another paragraph and he's dropping you 5 words, that's already kind of like, I would take it as indication energy is out of balance. He's not really that interested. There is probably, if he doesn't have this initial interest, rarely there will be something that you can say in those paragraphs that will make him interested. Because at that point, on a dating stage, in the dating type of even kind of like a get to know each other, you don't really have enough information to decide, are you interested in that person or you're not? So everything is about that kind of like an initial contact. So if from the beginning he didn't show this interest, he didn't really spend energy, it means probably you're just gonna continue over investing, and if this is something that you feel like you have to do to make the guy, the man that you are interested to make interested in you, it could be that you have trauma where you feel like you are not good enough and you need to over deliver, and then you need to give more, and then you need to over deliver, and that's already unhealthy pattern in any case. And then if you want to work on it, you can. It's absolutely resolvable. You can contact me. I do free short sessions of scanning through to see where your issues are, so we can do that if this is something that you have issue with. But otherwise than that, say few words or just to be very mysterious or something. No. What is absolutely enough to do in communication is to be, you can be a bit flirty if you want. If your character is naturally flirty, you don't have to be cold. And then if you are naturally more formal, you don't need to be fakely flirty. But I think a very healthy and easy combination is a bit of flirtiness. Directness, personally, I think is very good because it kind of like separates the, let's say, junk from non-junk. So you directly tell what you want, what you're looking for, what you like, what you don't like. If you, for example, don't like short guys, ask for the height. What's wrong with that? Just do it, because then you kind of completely sift through the options that you wouldn't want to have anyways. And then you also keep your conversations minimalistic. You don't really need to go into very high philosophies and write pages and pages. And of course, I'm assuming that what you want is the relationship in real life. So therefore, kind of like keeping the conversations kind of minimalistic without really overspending time in writing paragraphs and paragraphs, pages and pages is actually very healthy. As well as showing a little bit of your character. Showing how you really are, if you have a sense of humor, if you want to crack a joke or something, that's a very healthy thing to do, because then you give a bit of a glimpse of your personality. And then the person that you're talking to, he might be like, oh yeah, you know what, I get her, or I like that about her. And this kind of like opens up the whole next level, like, yeah, okay, I like her, let's see what she's all about from his side. So a bit of flirtiness, a bit of directness if there is something important for you to find out, a little bit of your character, and also keeping the conversations kind of minimalistic. That's not to say that it has to be 2 words, but it's just to kind of to say that talk what needs to be talked, but don't write the books, don't write the essays, don't do the paragraphs. That is not necessarily, and this is, I assume you want to wait for the guy who you want to spend your energy and the time on. So yes, of course, you need to spend some energy and time in these interactions, but you don't need to overspend it. Overspending, overproving, over-delivering is a problem. And if you have it, let me know. We can talk about it. Rule number 4. Decide for yourself how long do you want to wait, or let's say talk via online chat before you see each other. So both things are okay. When extreme would be like, okay, talking as little as possible and meeting as soon as possible. Another extreme would be getting to know as much as you can and then meeting him only then. I would say find a good medium, happy medium for yourself, and it's not going to be the same for all women. For me personally, it's kind of like initial conversation just to kind of like understand how the guy talks, what, how his energy feels, if there is a forthcoming initiative. And after that is all about, okay, well, so far what I've seen, what I learned, I like. Now let's see if we like each other when we meet in person. I say that to save your energy. I say that to kind of have this limit, like, okay, we talk for a week, or we exchange a few times. I just need to know this, or I just need to know that first before I meet him. I say that because I have been in a trap of this online conversation that leads you nowhere. And I'm talking about the type of conversation where you feel like, oh my God, I'm pouring my heart out, I'm writing so much, and then he's writing me back sometimes so much, or sometimes I'm writing so much, he's not writing that much, and then you feel like you are kind of in a relationship, you feel already like you're sharing. But guess what? There is no real life relationship. And sometimes in several cases, I end up never really meeting the guy. So it was more like I was kind of like pouring out all of that energy, sharing all of this, my internal realities and the views, and then never even got to meet them. So then after that I was like, what was that all about? So learn from my mistakes and don't do it. Choose to kind of like spend a sufficient amount of time, something to feel kind of a little bit safe. You can never be 100% sure, but kind of like something that gives you comfort. You know what? I like how he looks. I like how he talks. I like our interaction so far. I'm interested in seeing more and knowing more. So that's the point where you understand that, okay, I know so much now. I don't want to continue this online, or I actually can continue this online for a week or maybe 2 weeks or something. And then I want to meet him. So know how long you want to wait. Know how long or how little you want to wait before you meet him. Or let's say it's not so much in the time, but how comfortable you need to be with that, and where it would be over investing of your time and energy. Okay, rule number 5. This is kind of feeds back in the previous rule, and it is about making it clear that you want to meet in person. Now, I say that because online dating is kind of like a, let's say, market where you can find all type of catch or not catch, and you find all type of participants. So you can find the guys who are absolutely happy to completely be entertained by online dating. Maybe they even have relationship already in real life. Just because they are on an online dating platform, it doesn't automatically mean that they are available for relationship. And some guys, they just want to be entertained. Some guys just want to have something going on. Some guys, and the girls as well, but I'm just talking from female perspective. Okay, so basically what has happened, I ran out of battery. I was doing the live on my mobile and I was recording on my iPad, and I ran out of battery and I had to continue another day. Don't know if I got my makeup the same way, but anyways, I still have my thoughts. So I think we were on rule number 5, and this is about when you make it super, super, super clear that you want to meet in person, you want to meet in real life. It is very common for lots of guys out there to do this, to have this portfolio or to have this, let's say, interaction as self-affirmation. It's more kind of like I still prove to myself that I'm attractive. I'm proving to myself that I am desirable. I am proving to myself that I still can get attention from the ladies. With this kind of like a mentality, I think there are some people who are getting their needs met, but these type of candidates is someone that you don't want to spend your time on if what you're interested is real life relationship. So make it super clear that you are looking to meet in person, that you don't want to continue this, let's say, ongoing conversation for too long, that you are somebody who's looking real life relationship. It's trappy situation when you get into online relationship thinking you're in a relationship, but you actually only one who's in a relationship, or you kind of act as if you are in a relationship. Emotionally you may become in a relationship, but there are no real life physical aspect of the relationship, and the physical aspect of relationship is super important. Personal opinion is almost kind of like a no point in getting yourself a life partner if they're not gonna do anything for you. So, like that, you can have a chat with someone, you can have a chat with a bot essentially, you can chat with a psychologist, you can chat with a friend. But partner has a different function, and that's what you are here for on an online dating platform to do. Make it super clear that you want to meet in person. And another kind of like an interesting thing, sometimes the fantasy and imagination how the person's gonna look like and feel like is completely different how the actual person feels like and looks like in real life. So be very clear about that, and make sure if the guy is not on board with meeting in person, then you not really participating in further interaction. Rule number 6: no nudes. Do not send any nudes. Do not send any pictures, kind of like that's something that you would share with somebody that you would be in an intimate relationship with, or only the person that you have a sexual relationship with. When you send those pictures, you immediately send the message that first thing that is coming in, this is, you are open to that sort of thing first, and usually that cuts off getting to know the part, the getting to know personality part. And even though it's not to say that this is wrong or you shouldn't be doing it, or this is something morally wrong, none of that. If you're in that sort of thing, by all means feel free. Once you're in a relationship, once you're in a safe relationship where you feel safe and appreciated for who you are, if you need that, then you can do that, by all means. But at this stage, when you're just kind of like saying hello, when you're just feeling out each other's energy, and where you're just trying to see if this is someone you actually want to have a relationship with, do not send the nudes. And if you get nudes sent to you, either block them straight away, or just be super clear this is not what you do, especially not at this stage. And if you feel any pressure to do it, probably the guy is not a good candidate anyways, because someone who is looking for a relationship, if their primary goal is to send and receive nudes, I guess this is not the type of person that you can create solid background in relationship. So be aware of that. Just don't do that at this stage. It's not needed. Leave something for the future. Leave some mystery. At some point, if the guy is right for you, you will get to see each other. You will get the chance to send whatever you want to each other. But do not spend your energy in that way at this stage. Way too early, unnecessary, blocks in genuine connection and genuine get to know each other as a person, as the human beings, as the potential partners. And the final rule number 7, is do a lot of talking. Have a contact with many. See many. Think about it as you would think about house shopping. So if you were to choose yourself a house, a place where you're gonna live, would you just kind of go and see one house and you would be like, okay, it has a roof, it has the walls, I'm gonna live here? or you would go and see several options out there. Of course, it happens that sometimes you step into somewhere and then you immediately know, okay, this is the place I want to live. It also happens with the people. Sometimes you meet someone and it's kind of like a very clear, this is the person that I want to be with. But generally speaking, normally, it's something that you should give yourself options to have, and it's something that you have options. So if somebody just showed you attention, if somebody just invited you out, the first guy or the second guy, it doesn't mean is the guy that you have to end up with. Be sure that you are not settling, like, okay, well, something that, I've been single for a long time and he seems right, okay, let's just do it. Nothing wrong with doing it, but I'm just saying that there's lots of potential candidates for you, and when you are interacting, don't just limit yourself only with the Prince Charmings or only the perfect kind of like a looking guys, or even perfect looking characteristics. When you open your doors a little bit wider, you kind of give chance. You give chances and give chances to kind of for them to show more to you. Give chances for yourself to see more, because sometimes, somebody might be like, okay, maybe he's not 100% what I would imagine myself to really be into, but let's see. And then, sometimes you can be surprised. Allow yourself to be surprised in a positive way. Allow yourself to be surprised, like, he's better than I expected. Wow, this character trait I didn't even expect, I might find in someone. So when you kind of like open the opportunities, open the possibilities, you allowing more. So so that's the thing. Be confident, be brave, be open. Those are my 7 rules for successful online dating, which becomes then real life dating. I have been successful in this myself, meeting my partner. Now we've been a bit more than 3 years together, and I met him online. And those are the rules that I was following myself. And therefore I'm sharing these with you, because you might not have experience, or you might not know what are the reasons for some of the things, and what are the good practices to make yourself be seen as a serious, potential, good quality, high quality female candidate, woman candidate, and also how to sift through good quality man candidates. If you like this video, share, comment. If you have any problems with the dating or relationship in general, feel free to contact me. I have a free 15-minute session where we can talk and kind of like a brainstorm to see what the key issues for you lie, what are the key issues for you to resolve, and that then usually makes things easier and more open. So have a beautiful day. I will do another dating video next week. I'm Ruta Ka, female coach, emotional well-being practitioner, trauma integration specialist, and holistic womb healing enthusiast. Bye-bye.